welcome to Nadia's channel. I'm back today with a new video and a new Moroccan recipe to share with you. Today I'm going to show you how to make the most traditional Moroccan dish, which is called couscous. Couscous is very famous in Morocco, and if you go to any house on Friday in Morocco, you'll find that they're going to be having couscous for lunch. This is a tradition. Couscous can be made either by vegetables and beef or lamb or chicken. Today I'm going to make it with beef, and I'm going to show you what we're going to need. First, I'm going to start off with the onions. I have here 3 small onions chopped, not finely chopped, just like this. Or you could use 2 medium onions or 1 large onion. I have here 1 chopped tomato. I have here parsley and coriander chopped, not finely chopped. And I have here spices. You're going to need 2 teaspoons of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of ground ginger, and 2 teaspoons of turmeric, and salt, about a teaspoon or 1.5 teaspoons. And if you don't like salt that much, you can put less, or if you like more salt, you can put more. We're also going to need, of course, couscous. This is the one I use. I couldn't find the fine one, so I'm using today the medium, and I prefer to use the fine couscous. We're going to need chickpeas. I use dry chickpeas, and I soak them in water and put them in the freezer. If you don't have the dry one already soaked, you can use the canned chickpeas. We're going to need, of course, olive oil. Sorry, we're going to need the vegetables. I'm going to start off with the carrots and turnip. I have here about 4 carrots and 2 turnips cut like this. The turnip, I cut it like this, and the carrots, because they are very tiny and small, I just cut them in half and I leave them like that. If you have the big carrots, the chunky one, you can cut it in half like this. I peel them, and I also have here zucchini. I have 1 zucchini. It was a big zucchini, so I cut it into 4 pieces like this. I just remove this the skin a little bit. I peel it off a little bit. I'm going to need what we usually use in Morocco is pumpkin. I couldn't find pumpkin, so I decided to get squash. This is acorn squash. It tastes a little bit like pumpkin, and I'm going to use the squash. Sorry, I just used like 4 pieces like this, and 1 sweet potato cut like this. In Morocco, they don't usually use sweet potato. They don't use potato at all, but I do like sweet potato in my couscous, so I do use it. If you don't want to use it, you can skip it. And I'll also use 2 parsnips, and I just cut them like this. The reason why I separated the vegetables is because this is what we're going to use first. This is what we're going to cook first, because the carrots and the turnip take longer time to cook, and these ones I'm going to add at the end because they don't take that long to cook. We're going to need the water, and at the end of my couscous, when it's almost done, I put another tomato, like shredded like this, and I put parsley and coriander. I tie them with something, and you just leave it like this. It gives really nice flavor to our couscous. And I think I forgot to mention the beef. I have here about 2 pounds of beef with bones. If you don't like beef, you can use lamb with bone, or you can use chicken. And if you're vegetarian and you don't eat meat, you can just use the vegetables and skip the meat part. Okay, so that's it for the ingredients. Now we're gonna move on to the next step, and stay tuned. Okay, my friends, I'm back. So here I'm going to show you the steamer that we use in Morocco, especially for couscous. It looks like this. This is for the couscous. We're going to put the couscous. So you see here, it has holes in it, so the steam can come up. And the bottom one is for the sauce and the vegetables to cook. So if you don't have this one, it's okay. You don't need it. If you have any other steamer, you can use it for a couscous, and you can cook the vegetables and the meat separate, and just steam the couscous separate. I do prefer to do olive oil because all the flavor from the vegetables and the meat, it goes into the couscous and it gives it really nice flavor. So now I heated this pot here. So I'm going to put I use olive oil only. You can mix olive oil and vegetable oil, it's up to you. It's about half to a cup of olive oil. And we're going to add the meat. We have here our meat. So we're going to add it. And we're going to add the onions. We're going to put everything together here, like the onions, the tomatoes, parsley. Tomatoes, and we will add the spices. Okay. I'm going to stir everything together. So we'll stir everything together and mix everything together. Okay, like this. I'm going to add a little bit of water. Just a little bit, not too much. And we will cover it. We're going to need this to cook a little bit with the onions. The onions has to get soft and golden brown, and then we'll come back to show you the next step. Hi everyone, welcome back. So we're going to check on the onions with the meat and all the spices that we put in the pot. Sorry, the steam. Like you see here, this is how it should look like, and I think it's ready for us to put our vegetables. I'm going to start with the chickpeas. The reason why I'm putting chickpeas right now is because I'm using dry chickpeas and it was pre-soaked. So if you're using canned chickpeas, you can use it at the end. It's not going to take too long to cook. And we're going to add the carrots and turnip. We'll mix them together with the sauce. And now we're going to need to add water for the veggies to cook. The water should be the same level as the vegetables, so it should be the water should be covering your vegetables a little bit, not too much. Just enough water to cook. Like that. Add a little bit more. And that's it. We're gonna put this back, and now we're gonna go and work on the couscous, and I'll show you how I do it. We'll be back. Okay everyone, so we have our dish here. As you see here, this is a clay dish. Traditionally in Morocco, this is where we serve the couscous when it's done. This is the traditional way to do it. It also tastes really good when you serve it in this clay, but if you don't have it, that's fine. You can also serve it in any other regular dish. And I see that most people now in Morocco are starting to use just regular dishes if they don't have the clay one. Okay, so this is what I'm going to use for my couscous. I have here about 2 pounds of couscous. I'm not going to use all of it because it's just for 2 people. So I'm just going to use about half of it. It will be about a pound or a pound and a half. I'm going to add a little bit more. And also always check if there is anything. We're going to remove it. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. If you have leftovers, you can always eat it the next day. Or if you have if you don't have any couscous left and you have the sauce left over, you can always steam some couscous by itself and use it for that sauce. So I'm gonna need about 2 tablespoons or 3 tablespoons of olive oil. It gives it a nice taste. It has to be olive oil. It doesn't taste that good with the vegetable oil. And we're gonna add a little bit of water, about a cup of water. And if you see that it's still dry, you can add more water. Like this, and we work it with our hands until the couscous absorbs the water. As you see here, our couscous has absorbed the water and it's ready to steam. So we're gonna put this here, and we're gonna put the couscous over here. Sorry about the background noise. Then we're going to put the couscous here and let it steam. As you see here, to make sure that all the steam comes all the way up to the couscous, I'm going to put some plastic wrap around here, all the way around here to cover it, and so that way the steam can go all the way up. You can cover it, you can leave it like this, it's okay. I'll show you how I'm going to do the plastic wrap. So as you see here, I put the plastic wrap around it to make sure that all the steam comes all the way up, just like this, to close these openings. Okay, so if you have a different steamer, you can do it the way you do it, it's fine, but this is how I do it with this one. Okay, so we're gonna leave the couscous steam for about 10 to 15 minutes. You're gonna see the steam coming from the top, but you're gonna touch it and the couscous should feel really hot. And then we're gonna remove it and use water again and olive oil. We're gonna do this step 3 times, so we're gonna steam it like 3 times. So stay with me to see the next steps. Welcome back, my friends. So we're back. As you see here, you can see all the steam coming up from here, from the top of the couscous. It's now ready for the next step. We're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to remove the couscous, put it in that clay dish, and add water and olive oil to it. Do the same step, and then we'll put it back here to steam one more time, and then it will be another 3rd time after. Some people, they steam it twice, and some people, they do it 3 times. I prefer to do it 3 times. It just tastes so much better that way. So now we're going to remove it, and we're going to show you the next step, which is what we did before. And sorry, just forgot to mention before, for people who don't like white flour, you can always use whole wheat couscous. There is whole wheat couscous in the stores that you can buy. It also tastes really good. I did not find it, that's why I didn't buy it, but if you like whole wheat, you can always buy that one. You can find couscous here in Canada at any store. Bulk Barn has it, Fortino's has it, Walmart, Freshco, No Frills, pretty much all the stores have it. Okay, so I'm going to take my couscous now and put some water and oil, and we'll get back to you. Okay, my friends, as you see, I put the couscous back in the steamer. Same step like we did before. Now we're going to leave it for 10 to 15 minutes to steam again, and then we're going to repeat the step one more time, and that would be the final one. And then we're going to add the remaining vegetable to cook with the final step. As you see here, the couscous has doubled or tripled in quantity. When you add water to couscous and you steam it, it does double in the quantity, and it's not like what you had before. Now it's more. See, the quantity has doubled, and when I'm going to do it for the third time, it will add, the quantity will add. So we're going to leave it 10 to 15 minutes, and we'll come back with you. Welcome back, my friends, and as you see here, our couscous is ready for the last and the final step. You see all the steam coming out. Now we're going to remove it, and you see how it doubled. Oh, it's heavy. It doubled in the quantity. So we're going to put it here, and then now we're going to add the remaining vegetables. And parsley and coriander and the tomato. If you want to use some of tomato paste, you can do that. I don't like to use it, so I just use a fresh tomato. I'm just going to add a little bit of water. And that's it. Let it cook, and I'm going to work on my couscous so I can put it back on the steamer. Okay, as you see here, so I'm done the couscous. I put water and oil like the first two steps. In the third step, which is the final one, we do put salt, and I showed you that in the video that we do add salt to it. And we're just gonna let it now steam for another 10 to 15 minutes or until the other veggies are cooked, and we're gonna remove it, and I will show you the final presentation. Stay tuned. Okay, we're back. So as you see now, our dish is ready, and now I'm putting the sauce. I put the vegetables on the top with the meat, and now I'm gonna put the sauce on top, like all on the sides, like this, and all the top. Don't put too much sauce. You don't want your couscous to be soaked in sauce. If you need more, you can actually put it in a bowl on the side, and you can just add it whenever you need to. This is really smelling good. It tastes really good. It's a very healthy dish and it's really worth to try. Alright, and I can come back to show you the final presentation. And voila, my friends, our dish is ready to serve. It looks delicious. I'm sure it tastes delicious and it's really worth a try. Very nice and healthy. And I forgot to mention, for people who like spicy food, you could add with the sauce the chili powder, chili flakes, or you could add with the vegetables green chilies at the end if you like it spicy. As you see here, I served it in this big dish. As a tradition in Morocco, we eat couscous all from the same dish as a group or as a family. So that's why I put it here. You can all for sure do it individual. It's up to you. And that's it. Our dish is ready. And bon appetit. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos to come. And if you do have any suggestions or any questions, please leave it in the comments and I will be happy to answer it. Alright, have a good day. Bye bye.